Hey everyone. We'll start in just a couple minutes here. Let me go ahead and do announcement on Twitter. Hey everyone, how are you doing? Oh, Tag Martin. Yeah, it was actually my previous stream about Terragrant. Today I will continue doing some Pulumi stuff. I want to write some Python. How are you doing, man? How was your week? If you use required var files and optional var files, you can implement a cool hierarchy. Could you show me an example? Because that's not something I covered last time. Okay, folks, let me get my chat in front of me and then we can start. Okay, folks, I think we can go ahead and get started here. Okay, let me open that up. Okay, let me also press the... No, let me first check the repo and then I'll press the recording button here. Okay. The top level Terraground HCL is set their hierarchy, had one provider, global hierarchy depending on what level we put. Yeah, let's see this. Okay, so this is root Terraground HCL. There is a block on how this where the state is put. Okay, this is pretty straightforward. Okay, this one I don't know. Required var files, optional var files. Is it Terragrant or Terraform thingy? Or it's just like you had just a variable here basically. Get Terraform commands, it need vars. Okay, so some things on the providers. Yeah, to be honest, I don't fully understand how this works. It basically does Terraform, TFR, global HCL, region, HCL, etc. Okay. Okay, I'm seeing here the provider is generated from the template file. Okay, let's see one of them. Provider. Directory.providers local.provider.tf. Okay. Alright, so this is a template file where you put a region. Okay. Then there are you provide an argument. So local provider args. So this would go here. And we do this based on the local provider args. Where do we get this one though? Local.provider. Okay, yeah, okay. Okay, so this is basically based on the directory, right? So we're like, okay, in my directory path there is AWS. So this will get set as AWS depending on where you are. Then we pass local provider args to this template, which is this. You'll set the local.region. Okay, that's fine. This hierarchy block is something I don't fully grasp. Okay, interesting. Yeah, this does seem like quite a little bit advanced, but I think I get the idea. It's just I'm not fully comfortable with syntax, I guess. So is this hierarchy and optional stuff? Yeah, I'm not. Is this like just some names that you came up with, or there is like some special handling for hierarchy in like required and optional stuff? Have you used Puppet and Hiera? No, I did not know. I don't know. I guess thankfully. I don't know. Okay, let's try to walk through this once again. Okay, so let's say I deploy a stack. It is in the region, it's in AWS region, and it's VPC stack. So we are in some directory somewhere here. There is local, right? So this gets. Okay, this is TF-vars basically. Is this a reserved name? Is local.htcl interpreted as inputs block? Okay, so here we reference a module, that's fine, and then we include anything that we get in the on the path. So this means that we would go up over here, which will get some configuration from over here, and then we go one step more. This will get an account ID and some other variables. Okay, fine. And then we finally will get to the global stuff in Terragram and this one. Right, so we invoked it from AWS ES61 VPC, blah, blah, blah. We came here. We, for example, want to generate a provider block. We set local.provider based on this regex that it is in the directory name. It was AWS, so it must be AWS provider region. This is also okay. This is set all in the underneath directory. So whatever is the next directory under AWS is set to region. So This is AWS. This is US East 1. Then we then reference the template, which is this. Let's see. Yeah, we reference this template. We pass additional variables, which are here. We pass a region. Yeah, so this hierarchy and optional is something I don't know. Hierarchy is just local var that goes up to line 16, 17. Okay. Okay, yeah, I see. Okay. Right, so this is custom var. Okay, so to template, we only needed this part. We didn't need hierarchy. So then what we also did, okay, backend is whatever, not interesting. Remote state, okay, that's whatever. We kind of like just put it in the bus. This part, right? So Terraform, extra arguments, common vars. I think I do need to just Google this. Like I haven't used this particular piece. Get Terraform commands. Get Terraform commands that need vars. Return list of commands that accept var or var file parameters. Oops. Okay. Commands, arguments, extra argument, common vars. And then we pass these variables, which are required and optional. And required are is global HCL. And then optional will be local HCL. And the region and account, right? The one that were there. Yeah, I think I still okay. Let me try to go through what you wrote. To pass data to Terragrant to tell it what variables file to load. When it runs Terraform to do Terraform var file. Okay. I think one thing that I got confused here is you are using HCL extensions, but those files are not HCL files. If I remember correctly. So this is not HCL file, right? This is like this vars, Terraform vars format, kind of like JSON-ish thing. This would be an HCL, right, where you have kind of blocks, and the way you would do it in Terragram specifically, you would put an inputs block, right? And this is where you would put your like these JSON-ish variables. What you're doing here, instead of like loading these from each level hierarchy, you make sure you do it like this through Terraform common vars thing. Are you sure? Like, I'm pretty sure HCL requires like this kind of statement. Like, I don't think TFVARs are HCL files. Okay. Doesn't Terragrant like if you put this on here, right? So if you put this in the inputs block, will this not work just automatically? So if I think I need to kill this. I think we had an example somewhere. So for example, here in like, let's say I have this, oops, I did something. If I have this kind of structure and then on this level, I create a file and I think they right now require that it to be root HCL and then I put inputs like this. Will this not work automatically? Like I'm pretty sure like if you do something like this, uh maybe let's Google this. I don't know if I need this additional block of like on every level I need to include. I don't know about that. Let's. Where's it is? Terra grant load vars from different levels of hierarchy. Something I don't like about Terra grant, whatever the question you put, like you get to the documentation, but you never get the exact thing that you're looking for. Uh, how can I test this real quick? Okay. I will need to do. Um, yeah. Ah. Uh, changes to output region, use central one. Yeah, this didn't work. Why this didn't work? Did I save this file? Oh, I didn't save this file. And then we include root. Yeah, and then let's go to our module real quick. Oh, we actually output the region. Come on. Yeah, it actually works. Uh, it actually works. How do I test this additionally? No, I'm pretty sure that's fine, right? Yeah. Yeah, okay. I think this is what I expected. So it will just grab the every root HCL it has on its bus. All right. Yeah. With that, I think I can. Um, maybe I shouldn't say what I did. Uh, let's do it like this. I don't care. No. Okay, that's fine. Let's go do some Pulumi stuff. Pulumi. Thanks for using GitHub Copilot. Your subscription has ended. I I didn't. I didn't. Uh, okay. Okay. I don't remember where we were with this. There was something I really wanted to fix, so I'll go ahead and fix this right now. And do you guys want to start with secrets management or multiple providers with Pulumi? So we will first start. I just kind of like went to remember where I was. I don't remember anything, even though it was just 2 weeks ago. There was definitely a change that I wanted to make how module structured. So I want to do that real quick. Oh, real quick. It will probably take 30 minutes or so. I want to do that, and then we will jump in either secrets management or multiple providers. That I haven't decided. Okay, so we have the stack. Ugh. I really don't remember anything at all. Like, none of this makes any sense to me. Uh, I want... I want to change this. How do I change this? So, we will also have some kind of structure starting from the region. Then let's say you have applications folder. Then we'll have test app, then environment dev, and then inside of that I can put my stock, and we will call it EC1 maybe even VPC, right? Let's do one more VPC. EC1 test, still test app dev VPC. That's structures that we're going to have. And what I wanted to fix, I wanted to change was the CIDR definition. I realized that this will, like I was doing a lot of Terraform during the previous week. And I have been using this kind of structure in my Terraform module for some time. But then when I realized that if I want to add IPv6, this structure will just not work. So I do want to fix this. There needs to be decoupling between subnet and and CIDRs. So that's what I'm going to do first. So the structure that I'm looking for will be something like this. So we'll have CIDRs, then IPv4 CIDRs, IPv4, and then we will have a CIDR. So the CIDR can be static, like this. We can have, okay, let's say the first CIDR is static. Second CIDR will be IPAM pool, and then you provide a pool. Should be IPAM pool, something like this, and then size, something like this. So I will comment this out because I don't have an IPAM and I don't want to pay for it in my test account. So we just have another static CIDR here. So what else we'll do is we'll have IPv6. Okay, let's move this. And you can, so with IPv6, you cannot provide a static. Can you provide? I actually don't remember if you can provide a static CIDR or not. But we'll say size. So 56. This will be Amazon provided CIDR block. And you should obviously do the same thing as IPAM pool. So that's kind of the structure that I want to have. Now, so what this means is that we need to restructure this because none of this makes sense anymore. So this will be subnets. And then we can move this level around. Now it must be, so something I also realized in my Terraform exercise, it must be a list. It cannot be a dictionary. The reason why is because we need to keep a preservation order. So we want to, like, if we are automatically allocating subnets, you should make sure that your preservation order is correct. And with dictionary, you will not be able to do that. Okay, Otak Muffin says we should explore multi-provider. Yeah, okay, yeah. Hey, what is YAML? YAML is file format, similar to JSON, but more complex. Okay, so this structure is fine. Now we need to move this stuff around a little bit. So I will change this to size, and then we will do this. So we'll have IPv4, and then we'll have a block like this. Okay, and can you fix this everywhere for me, please? Please fix this. Okay. Let's move this AZ stuff around. Okay. So we'll have something like this. So what else I can do now is I can say IPv6. And if I don't put any size, it will be default size, which is slash 64, right? So I can just do something like this. Now let's add 2 blocks of 56. And then let's have our IPv6 only. So IPv6 only, IPv6 only, AZ1 and 2. So we don't have this stuff at all. We will have IPv6, IPv6. And what I can do now, let me think this through. Can I? Yeah, let's give this names as well. Like primary. No, let's not have names. Like referring this by names is kind of weird. So in here I will say so size is default everywhere, but cider num will be 1 or actually 2. Okay, and then let's also do the same thing here. And we'll say cider num is 2. And cider num is 2 as well. Right, let's remove this part. I saw your video about networking basics. Did you go to college? How many hours do you study a day to reach the level you're in? I did go to university and my major was telecommunications. How many hours do I study? I don't know. It really varies. The younger I was, I think I studied more. Now I study less. Okay, let's me kill this. Okay, how do I even moderate the chat? There is a bot on Twitch. Ah. Okay, I think I found this. Okay. Cool. All right, so this structure looks good. Why did this? Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Centralized egress, some other stuff. Yeah, whatever. Flow logs. Okay. All right, so we need to change our configuration. Let's move it to the right. So we need to make sure we can use this configuration. Subnet cider. That's not the. So we need size and we need cider num. Maybe let's do one of this static. Let's do... Okay. What is it? 16, right? I think it's 16. 16. Okay. So subnet cider. This needs to be size cider size cider num. Size cider num. This should be an int. Optional int. Actually not optional, right? So we have int and it will be by default 1. And then the size. This will be all optional int. Optional int and none. And cider is also optional. ACR none. Okay. So subnet. So subnet can be IPv4 and it can be optional and IPv6. Cool. Yeah, this needs to be redone. Oh my god, this is going to be bad. No. Okay, so VPC config consists of ciders, which can be IPv4 and IPv6. So, yeah, this is incorrect. VPC ciders. VPC ciders. Yeah, it consists of IPv4 and IPv6. And so this should be a class of VPC cider. Yeah, list of these blocks. Cool. So VPC cider consists of cider. So optional cider, right? Cider is optional str. None. It can be size. Optional int. None. And it can be IPAM pool. So optional str none. Right. The problem here is we did some magic with subnets. We need to move this stuff around. This will not work anymore. Because our dependencies are different now. Okay, we can go to our VPC definition and do this there. Right, so secondary, we create a VPC, secondary IPv4 ciders. It's the secondary, no, what, IPv6 ciders, right? I'm thinking that I should probably remove all of this stuff for now. And subnets as well, and elastic IP addresses, because this will break everything anyway. Okay. Okay, so we create IPv6 siders. So we need config. So this will be VPC. No, that's fine. Let's keep it like this. We need to pass a VPC, and we need IPv6 sider local associations. For cider in config. Ciders IPv6. Let's do early exit, right? So if config ciders IPv6 is known, then we return result. Alternatively, we will iterate through every cider there, and we need to create it. And let's reference the documentation. Pulumi AWS VPC. Okay. You say the resource name. Oof. Resource name. How do we even call decider block? I don't know. First. I guess I confused. Let's do for I cider in enumerate. Let's just say I plus 1. IPAM IPv6 pool. IPv6 cider block. Assign generated IPv6 cider block. Ugh. This is annoying. Okay, so if cider, maybe let's call it cider object. So if cider object, maybe no, let's do cider CFG, right? Cider CFG. So if cider CFG is known and Cider CFG. What IBAN pool is known. Then I don't remember how this works. All right, let's just try this out. So IPv6 cider block will be cider CFG cider. IPv6 IPAM pool ID will be equal like this. And then IPv6 netbus length is cider CFG size. Okay. So this will be what? IPv6 ciders. This will be a list of objects. Yeah, I think just a list of objects. And we will result. So IPv6 ciders, append IPv6 ciders, and then we return this. So we return here a list of IPv6 cider block associations, which I think is fine. Let's see chat. Cider. Okay. Hey Carl, how are you? How was your week? Tell me something good. Well, I'm struggling here with some simple Python code. Okay. Okay, I think this is correct. I think this is correct. So I think we can try running it if I only remember it. How to do that. So I think it was something like this. Stack ls. Ugh. New version. Oof. Oh, what? Did I not delete this stack? RAM. Please confirm. We are in EU Central 1. So let's go ahead and I want to check that I don't have any VPCs there. I have some VPCs here. Do I pay for this? I don't know if I pay for this or no. Yeah, I think this is some Terragrant stuff. Okay. Do I have any endpoints? In Transit Gateway? I think I have Transit Gateway. I shouldn't have an attachment. Okay, that's fine. Do I have an endpoint? No, I don't have. Okay, so I don't pay for this. I might have some state in S3 from that stream. So let's check this. Yeah, I have some state here, so I pay for the state. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Yeah, whatever. I don't like this, but okay, let's go ahead and run this, catch some errors. Oh, I do have to redo this part as well. Yeah. So this should be a list. This should be a list. Let's rename this to cider CFG. We also need the enumerate stuff. Do we actually need to enumerate? Sure. Let's give this name of I plus 1. What else? Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. And then we append to result. This only makes sense if there are more than one ciders config. Yeah, there was something here. What the hell is that part? Yeah, okay. If there are more than 2, if there are less than 2. Oh, this is broken. No, this is incorrect. This should not fail if there is one cider. This is incorrect. I think we actually have to check it over here. So if config secondary ciders is no, how do I do this? Config ciders IPv4 less than 2. Then return result. Otherwise, go like this. And I can, I think, remove this part. I don't need this. Yeah, we shouldn't fail. We should not fail. Okay, I think this is fine. So let's try to remember how to do this stuff. So Pulumi stack new. Init. I think init, right? It should be init. Init. EC1 desktop dev VPC. I think what Pulumi stack select. Okay, and then what Pulumi app And I don't remember how do I provide the file. Config file. So Pulumi up, config file, and then all of our stuff. So I guess some of this will break now. Extra inputs are not permitted. Okay. This we can fix. So we need subnets here, and this will be a list of subnets. And by default, it's empty. Yeah, this block is problematic. VPC CIDR objects is not subscriptable. What does this even mean? Primary CIDRs, self IP CIDRs, IPv4. Expected name to be a string. Okay, so this actually... This doesn't like it. God damn it. So this was where we create those CIDRs. Yeah, we need to generate a name for this. So maybe the name would be something like one CIDR, blah, blah, blah. And then two, and then it can say /24 or something. Yeah, let's do that. Something like this. Okay. List object has no attribute values. This is an output though. Let's go fix this output. Okay. Self VPC. No, self what IPv6 headers? Okay. Let's comment this part out. List object has no attribute values. What the hell? I don't like this name. Let's do the vertical bar. Vertical bar. Let's see if this will work. Oh, this is actually incorrect. This is incorrect. Because secondary blocks. Yeah, this needs to be +2. The request must contain parameter IPv6 pool ID. Yeah, this only works. This only works if I want to test something out. If I say 52, I think AWS only allows to auto sign /56. Okay, there is parameter. How's the parameter is called? Sign generated IPv6 block. This will be cider cfg config. Cider is known, and cider cfg config IPAM pool is known. So both of these are known, then this is true. Okay. Oh, ouch. Ouch. This should not be here. uh, auto assign. This will be here. Yeah. Okay, if we auto assign, then I can't provide size. Okay, so if auto assign and this will be known if auto assign, else cider fix size. Please work now. I think this actually might work. Okay. Let's go to console. Okay, I have here new VPC. I have some tags. I have IPv4 and IPv6 ciders. Awesome. Let's fix subnets and then let's try to do multi-account. So I think with multi-account, the way we can do it would be through... This would be through another account. I can go to my root account. I can create a transit gateway here. And then I can share it. Let's see if this works. Or maybe I should just do one thing at a time and not trying to do everything. All right. We need to fix those subnet stuff because that stuff is annoying AF. Subnets needs to be fixed. I think the subnets is key. Yeah, we are calling here this function. This is not great. We need to reference from here this kind of configuration. How do we do this? Actually, one second. If I want to create a subnet and I want it to be IPv6. Okay, I need to actually do it manually, which I don't want to do. Okay. Ooh, this is going to be tough. I think we need to sketch this out. So I want to create subnets. I have a list of subnet objects. Some of the subnets have CIDRs and some have sites. Actually, LEM is pretty good here. We want to group ones that don't have CIDR. We want to reference secondary CIDR blocks to generate CIDR. Okay, where is this function? Get subnets. So this get subnets function is here. I don't understand. Can I sketch this out somehow differently? So for subnet CFG in config subnets. Yeah, I think I can remove this part. And then I need to do something here, which I don't yet understand what exactly. I want to create a subnet. I need to provide the CIDR block thing, which I don't necessarily have. Because we might have allocated this CIDR block dynamically. Okay, so for every subnet, right, this part is fine. Oops, what am I doing? This is the part that we have to figure out. We need to understand on which CIDR we have a dependency, and we might have dependency on IPv6 or a dependency IPv4 or or IPv6 block. We have to provide it here. So something like this either. Okay, so our job is now to create those IPv4 and IPv6 blocks. That's the key. So in order for us to do that, we need to get a single pass on all of the subnets first. So we want to go through all of the subnets and collect the ones that don't have a static CIDR. And then we need to group them. We need to group them by IPv4 and IPv6 CIDRs. Yeah, this is not going great. Okay, so I think we need some function here. So what, IPv4 auto allocate we can do this exercise outside of subnets block first. Yeah, I think I can do this here, right? I can say self IPv4 auto allocate, and then we'll call some function. This one will be what, self. I don't know, group IPv4 auto allocate, something like this. And then the same thing. We need now to define these functions. Okay, what do we want to get? We want to get a mapping for every subnet. I want to have a subnet name to I want to get a CIDR. I want to get I want to get a CIDR, and I want also to have a CIDR object dependency. This is what we need to have. So this will be a dictionary of ICR to like name tuple or something. And then this will be dependency on this goddamn object. Hi, how are you doing? Thanks for joining. Yeah, that's fine. All right. Okay. So how do we do this? First, we need to group subnets, right? We need to say for subnet in config I think I don't need to. Let's see. If for subnet in self-config subnets, I basically just need to group by the index. That's all I need to do. So for every subnet in the subnets, yeah, so if this is not known, then so if this subnet has IPv4, and CIDR is known, so this is not automatically allocated subnet, then we need to group this based on the CIDR number. Does this need to be a default dict? I think this needs to be a default dict, right? Because we'll say group subnets based on the index subnet IPv4 CIDR num -1. So to take into account zero-based indexing. Damn, LLM just throws me off here. I am thinking that I really want to disable it for just a little bit because it's just getting in my way. And this drives me crazy. Where did I kill LLM? I can't find the button to kill it. Ah, whatever. Alright, so no, I do need to kill it. Because I will go crazy right now. Cursor, pause, auto suggestions. Okay. Yeah, that was it. Can you? Okay. Okay. Alright, please don't get in my way anymore. Like, sometimes LLMs are okay, but this time I'm just trying to think and it puts me some random text that I don't care about. And drives me nuts. Okay, so yeah, I think I can just add the subnet object there, which should be fine. So we are basically saying for every subnet that needs to be an IPv4 but doesn't have a static CIDR, we'll group it. We'll have this grouping now. We can now divide the CIDR blocks. So for this to work, we will need to reference self. So we'll have this IPv4 blocks. Okay, so IPv4 blocks. So this will be we'll have to do this self apply bullshit. So self VPC apply I don't remember the syntax. Resource property, lambda property name, function to apply. Okay. Uh, yeah, I'm not sure I get it. I think this is weird stuff. Uh, yeah, there was something else. Single output, blah blah blah. I think there was this old stuff that I need apply. Oh, it does say that I can assign this. Okay. Uh, will this work? I don't know. I'm not sure this will even work. I hope this will, but I have no confidence whatsoever this will work. Okay, let's try this out. Unsupported operand. Uh, union, right? It's the union. God damn it. Oh, of course. Of course. There was also this stuff all. If you need to access and use multiple outputs together. Yeah, I think this is what we'll need to do now. Key error 0. Huh. Yeah, this needs to be default dict. Um, what's the library? Is it what from collections? Yeah. Okay. Uh, okay. Yeah, I just need to create subnets for now. Okay, so IPv4 auto allocate. So there are two output objects. We need to call a normal function on these output objects. I don't think this will even work. That's actually weird. Like some of the stuff I was able to do in Terraform relatively easy actually. So, whew, okay. Group, yeah. So here I have these objects. Now I need to call, I would need to call a thing on it. Yeah, I think I will need to use this all function. Accessing multiple output space, all. Just give me an, okay. From Pulumi import output. Oh, I have it already. Output.all. And then I provide an objects. Okay. You can pass name keyword arguments to output all to create an output dictionary, for example. Yeah, I think I can just do apply again. And then say ciders. And then here we'll have to create another function of dividing the subnets. Yeah, we have this function supernet prefix lengths. Okay, so I need to provide this as a list and then the main object. Okay, so Okay. We now iterate through this block. We say for cider num, get it. We take the number I and we do apply on it. Then we call divide supernet into subnets function. On that cider. Oh, okay, this LM did help with this stuff. So this will be subnet ciders. Okay, next we will need to zip through this. Maybe I should do all of this inside. We'll just have an output objects. Okay. We'll group the subnets and then we'll have to take I feel like this function should be here. Yeah, basically we need a mapping between the subnet name and this output object. And we need to mark dependency. Okay, this is not working out for me. uh, this is hard. Right, so we have an index, we have subnets. We need to grab all of these sizes for those subnets. The subnet sizes will be, yeah, something like this. We grab sizes. So next we need to take the sizes and divide them, and we only can do this using the next block. Subnet sizers, blah blah blah. We take a cider, we apply, we call cider, we call a function, and we deposit here. Okay. Now we get subnet ciders, though they are output objects. So now for every subnets, and subnet ciders. Oh, I think we are close. I think we are getting there, folks. Yeah, we can create an output object basically. We can say result subnet name, subnet auto allocate, so this will be an output object, cider, and VPC cider. This will be what, IPv4. We'll say okay, so it's either self, secondary, yeah, I think some of this indexes is not correct. Okay. Okay, I think folks we are getting there. I really hope I did it correctly. Right, so then we return result. Right, so this will be a dictionary of str and subnet auto allocate. This is actually an output object of str, and this also can be none. Okay. Okay. I think this is fine. We need to save this. IPv4 auto allocate. Okay. So then when we create a subnet, we'll say IPv4 CIDR will be self auto allocate Okay, so IPv4 CIDR will be either subnet config dot IPv4 CIDR or yeah. Oh, and we need a dependency. Dependency. Yeah. This is hard. This is harder. Well, I think, no, dependency should not be hard. So, yeah, dependencies. We'll have an empty dictionary and then we'll say if subnet config PV4 CIDR num is not equal to 1, then we'll add the dependencies and not equal to Something like this. Yeah, I think this actually might work. Oh, okay. Output object is not iterable. Okay. We take these sizes, we shove them into this. We get a result. Result should be a list. It should be a list. But it says it's not iterable. Oh. How do we solve this? Output object is not iterable. Do we have to move this inside of this lambda to make this work? Because it does seem like we have to. This is so bad. This is very bad. Oh. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, I think I will have to reference documentation again here for this output stuff. I don't understand. Continue to access and use multiple outputs together. All function acts as apply. Allows you to retrieve and use multiple outputs. I need only single output here. Provide plain values. This can be used to compute the entire new output value. Concatenating two outputs together, or by creating new data structure. The following example, you provide the name of the server and the name of the database. Name of the server and the name to the database is arguments to all. Okay, these arguments are made available to the apply function and used to create the connection string. Yeah, no, I don't think that's our case. Or we can pass a named, blah blah blah, whatever. String interpolation. Okay, can cat, blah blah blah, whatever. Creating new data structure. Yeah, this is what we need, I think. You can create lists, array, and slices. Yeah, I think we might need to use all here. Yeah, let's try all. Not sure this is what we need, but output object is not iterable. I don't understand. Let's do here a print statement. Yeah, okay, this is correct. So we're doing the subnet blocks good. That's what we want. But how do I pass it? Do I just pass the whole thing? Like an output? Yeah, maybe we can Google this. Okay, yeah, I think this is what we have as well. What the guy's doing here. Global accelerator. GA. IP sets. 0 IP addresses. You can iterate by design. Its actual value of the output may not be known. May not be known to attempt to iterate. You need to access the result value by applying iterate over it inside your callback. Yeah, like, I don't get this argument. Okay, so this guy does create it inside of this callback. Yikes. Yeah, this interface I don't like. In Terraform, it's a little bit more magical there, but you don't have to resolve this stuff. Oh, I'm tired. So tired of this not working the way I expected to work. What if we would I mean, I can make it work. I will not like the way it will work. But I don't see any other way. Yeah, so probably for E, for J enumerate subnets. I could apply here and call it like this. Yeah, I think this will work. Yeah. Let's remove this print statement. Okay. Subnet IPv4. Let's remove IPv6 for a second. Dependencies, dependency add. I think this should be fine. STR object has no attributes either. Ooh. That's yikes. Coroutine stuff. Where did it break? Yeah, this stack trace is not useful at all. STR object has no attributes either. Yeah, I think here. Will this work? Maybe this will work. List index is out of range. Okay, this is where we have dependencies. Let's do something like this. List index out of range. Oh yeah, this should be -2. I'm curious if my function works with IPv6. Ooh, this seems to work. Okay, I think this might... Will this even work for... We can try. So from Pulumi, VS VPC, utils, import, divide, supernet into subnets. And we will break this subnet that we are going to have by like this. Will this work? Oh, this works also for IPv6. That's good. That's what we need. It's nice that I don't have to do anything and it just works. I didn't realize this would work. Divides an IPv4 or IPv6 supernet into subnets of arbitrary prefix links. Let's add this. Okay. are we here? Oh, CIDR conflicts with another subnet. This is actually weird. We are trying to create an object. Huh. Invalid IP network 1. Oh, the stack trace is yikes. Okay, it actually breaks over here. Oh, okay, this I understand. P4 CIDR. P4 CIDR. Yikes. Okay, this makes 0 sense. Oh, for J, subnet name. Come on. We are so close to getting this to work. We are very close. Okay. Something absolutely weird going on here. We iterate over every subnet object. Cool, cool, cool. But then when I print it, this J. Ooh. Yeah, that's bad. That's just bad. How do I fix this? Like this J is being mutated. And when we are trying to access this J over here in this callback, Wow. This is mind-blowing bug that I don't fully understand how I can solve. How do I solve this? Reiterate over every single subnet. Look at this. The J variable. Yeah, this is insane. This is insane. What about subnet name? Is it also bad? Yeah, it just takes the last subnet. I need to document this. This behavior is so weird. Okay. I mean, it's definitely because we are like submitting this do I have to freeze J? I think I might need to freeze J. So if I do from functools partial, I think this might help. This might be able to help if we create like a different functions. But even then, I'm not sure. Okay, but we'll see right now. This is crazy. This is so crazy. Ooh. If I say PFN, so if you say partial, yeah, no, I don't think this changes anything. This partial will not help. I mean, I can try as a print J. No. This makes zero sense. How come the J that is being invoked here and the subnet name, you're basically using the last one from the for loop? Oh, yeah. This example. For I range 2, blah, blah, blah. then they do something. No. Did I use a loop local variable in the lambda expression directly? Hey chat, do you have any ideas how I can fix this? It's definitely somehow connected to the way they do inputs outputs, but I cannot grasp it fully. Now, I think I could make all of this inside. Yeah, maybe we actually need the function. I'm concerned that inside of this for loop there is actually the same problem. That would be wild. Yeah, maybe if we moved all of this into like separate function, this will work, but I don't know. Okay. Okay, so now if I do like this, and this will be a oh, this will not be a result object. So what the hell is this is going to be? It's going to be a dictionary of str, output str. This is just some weird BS. Okay, and then after I do this, I would need to merge all of these dictionaries. Because this is output str, output object. Output. All right, folks. You know what? Unfortunately I'm tired. I'm actually not sure what's going on here and how to solve it. So I'll probably be just wrapping up for today. I will send this snippet to Pulumi team to help me understand this and what I can do with this. But that's some weird stuff. All right. Thanks for being with me, and I'll talk to you next time. Have a great weekend. Bye bye.